Friends, how are you? I hope you all are doing good. Today's my topic is for my friends who recently got married or they have a love marriage and one of the spouse is in Canada or wants to come to Canada as a study permit, and they have question related to the spousal visa. Okay, so I'm going to talk in a brief about this. So let's start. So, um, friends, say there is a couple and one of the students, say wife, wants to come on a study permit study permit in Canada, and husband wants to apply for a spousal visa or open work permit. But the problem is this, that they recently got married maybe 5 6 months before, or this happens with many of my friends, like when I was doing my MBA. Like when you go on vacation for 1 month to your home, your parents decide to let you get married. Okay, this happened with 3 4 friends of mine. So this is also a general situation for, I believe, people from India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, where we have a culture of arranged marriage. So I do understand this happens. Okay, so the main funda is this, that your marriage is recent, it's new, and now the spouse has to apply for an open work permit or a spousal work permit in Canada or for Canada, outside Canada. So guys, the main funda or main theme for the open work permit will be to show your establishment. Basically, the establishment of spouse who wants to come on an open work permit. And second thing will be to show the genuinity of the marriage. Okay, so let's talk about first the genuinity of marriage. Let's take a scenario. Let's take a scenario that you guys are in love. You guys were in love for 2 3 years, and then because one of you decided to come to Canada as a student, and now you guys decided that as one person is moving to Canada, let's get married, and then the person will come to student as a student to Canada, and after that you will apply your spousal visa or open work permit. So in this case, how you can show the genuinity of your marriage? Of course, the number one thing is your marriage certificate. It should be from the government of your particular area or authorities, or if you're Muslim, then Nikah, and from Gurdwara we also get that certificate. So a marriage certificate. If it is not in English or French, then it has to be translated by an authorized translator in English or French. Second thing, say you are in a relationship or you know each other, you are in love from last 2 3 years. So definitely we are in this tech world. So if you are in relationship from last 2 3 years, then you must be chatting over WhatsApp or text messaging or messenger or whatever technology you were messaging. You should have a chat history, or you are going out, then photographs of your visits when you are going out together, or you are visiting a place. Basically any kind of thing which can show your relationship. Chat history is the main and very solid proof to show your relationship, because you cannot fabricate, like it is possible, but 99.9% chat history is genuine, and it is kind of impossible to create a chat history for last 2 3 years. So your chat history is a very good proof for your relationship. And if you will ask me, if I think as a visa officer, I would definitely like to double check the relationship of a person who just got married 2 months before, when the student was coming to Canada. So of course it's a kind of suspicious that people do so many things. So visa, the onus of checking the papers is on visa officer, and this is kind of double. So the onus of providing proofs for your relationship, for your marriage, is double on you too. So keep ready the things. Or if you are planning get married in few months and then your spouse wants to come to Canada, then get ready now. Start saving those chats, WhatsApp chat, messenger chats, or if you are having internet calls, like if you are doing direct calling, like from phone to phone, mobile to mobile, then taking the history is easy. But if you guys are doing international, or you can say like internet calls, then keeping the history is little difficult, and it take like any technician can help you in taking out that. So chat, marriage certificate, and your marriage photographs. If you have a marriage ceremony according to any religion, then it's perfect. Your parents photograph with you, your friends and relatives photograph, and any religious kind of photograph, like in Hindus we have mang bharna, jaymala, and all that ceremonies. So if you can provide the photographs of that, or any other marriage ceremony photographs will work. Say if you have a court marriage and there were not many people, then the photographs of court are very much legit. But say you got married in a temple or Arya Samaj Mandir, then the photographs of that temple, like any kind of marriage ceremony. If you had a marriage ceremony, great. Say it was a love marriage, parents of both the person or both or the couple were not there, because it happens if it happens in many scenarios. I don't want to discuss those scenarios. Say your parents are not ready and you got married secretly without inviting your parents, or your parents were not ready to come in your marriage, then the onus of providing your marriage proofs get increased again. You need to provide the photographs with your friends and relatives if they were there, or you need to provide a letter of explanation why your parents were not in marriage. For example, if I just explain you in short, for example, say you explain we met 2 years before online, or we met in a tuition class or in our college, but we are from different communities or castes, and our parents were not happy with our marriage and they were against our marriage, but we decided to get married, and everything this in detail. You need to provide this in a letter of explanation, or we call that also as a cover letter. So if you think like I can't explain you each and every scenario, but if you think there is a glitch in one thing, there is something missing which always happens in someone's marriage ceremony or anything, you can always explain that in the letter of explanation or cover letter. Say I mentioned if parents were not there, then that. If right now it's COVID situation, so like big ceremonies are not happening of marriage, then you can explain due to COVID our marriage ceremony was small, and anything like that. Okay, as I mentioned about COVID, so I want to mention one more thing. Many of my subscribers asked me that is it a good time to apply a spousal work permit now, because COVID is already there and not lots of things are happening. Then I will like to suggest you, please do apply now if you are eligible to apply. It will not like a processing time, I cannot say that how much will be the processing time on your application. Definitely it's gonna be more than usual. But say after 3 months all the offices get open and they started doing the applications, so your application will be already in queue, like you will face less time than the other people who will file after 3 months. So definitely if you are eligible, please go ahead, file your visa right now, because open work permit you can apply online. So who is stopping you applying online, right? Go ahead and apply. Okay, come back to the marriage proofs. So if your parents were not able to come or anything, provide that explanation in the letter, or any kind of thing which you think is not usual, explain that in the letter. Okay, so this is related to the genuinity of marriage. And say you been to India, you get married in your vacations, you come back, and after that if you are in touch, then of course you are married, then you are in touch, show your chat history or call history from then to now. And for example, if say the marriage was not love marriage, it was arranged marriage, your parents find a girl or a boy for you and you guys get married, that in letter of explanation you need to explain that we have a culture of arranged marriage, or whatever was the reason. Because think from that way, we are coming from another corner of the world to a opposite corner of the world. People in Canada are not aware that what is arranged marriage. Does arranged marriage exist? So still that's a new concept for these people. If you have arranged marriage and you do not have that time, like that long courtship or whatever, then explain that in the letter of explanation. I hope I made these things clear to you. If still you have some specific question, you can ask me, feel free, no worries. Second thing, my friend, comes establishment of your spouse. The person you're getting married, say you're a girl and who studying in Canada, and your parents found a boy for you, and that person is working, say, in Mumbai, and now you guys are married. So that person should be established too, right? Like the person would not be just 12th pass and you guys got married. No, of course he would be working, right? So you need to show the proof of his establishment, at least 2 years of income tax papers. Like the person, say if the person is earning 50,000 rupees per month. So generally in India, if you are working, or most of the world, if you are working for a corporation, they do a direct deposit of salary in the account, net salary in the account. So please show at least 6 months history of your bank account, crediting that salary in the account, and last 2 years of income documents. Say you are earning 50,000, then it should be 6 lakh rupees per year. So income tax return of roughly 6 lakhs or around that. Sometimes we get bonuses and all that, so maybe more of that. So 6 lakh rupees in or more income tax return for last 2 years or 3 years. If you can show 3 years, it's good. And then salary credit history of last 6 months. Plus, if you will ask me by IRCC website, then IRCC website says you need to show 10,000 as a living expenses for a student, and 4,000 for a spouse or any additional member. Say if you have one child as well, so 4 plus 4. But personally, I recommend you to show little more, if if it is possible. I'm not saying it's mandatory. If it is possible, try to show at least 6-7 lakh rupees. That shows that the establishment of the person in back home, that the person is earning well, and he has intention to go back or whatever is your intention. But you need to show that the person is well established and he wants to come to Canada to accompanying the spouse, and once the spouse studies will be complete, they both will return back to India or whatever is your home place. Okay. Third thing which you need to keep in mind, you need to show the funds also of 6-7 lakh rupees in a spouse account in the person who is applying open work permit. But it should not be recent submissions, like it should not be recent deposit. It should, if I'm don't think this, if I'm saying 6-7 lakh rupees, you will borrow 7 lakh rupees from someone and you deposit in your account. Please do not do that. If you are making 50,000, then you show a history of, sorry, excuse me, show the history of saving 20-30,000 per month, or depositing the money or saving the money regularly. There should be a flow. It should not be a recent or new deposit. That's not gonna help you in your visa. It will create problem. Even say if your father gives you the money, then it's okay, but then you need to show the bank statement of last 6 months of your father as well, that he gifted you the money. And then you will need a letter of sponsorship from your father and income tax return of your father too. The same financial papers you need to show of your father. So it's better to show the money in your account and keep it for 6-7 months, and then file your visa and show your income tax papers. Because it's makes you file unnecessary bulky if you take the money from your father, then show the sponsorship from your father. If you're planning to come to Canada, then say for 2021, then start doing it now. Start doing it now, so that till that time you should be ready. Okay. I hope I made myself clear. I talked in this video about the genuinity of marriage and the establishment of the person with whom you're getting married. And trust me, these documents are almost similar for any kind of spousal visa. Documents are same, a little here and there, but I talked about the documents required for spousal open work visa. And apart from these papers, you need to attach other papers too. I already have a video on that. Link is here. Go there and check. If you have still some question, feel free to ask me. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye.